the monetization that I'm supposed to get, getting because of all that shit. The likes and the flags that be
Yeah.
throwing for stupid shit.
Well,
You
all
know,
right, y'all already know y'all caught a little bit of our behind the scenes conversation here. This is Spotlight Sports, where we put the sports in the spotlight. I'm gonna go ahead and go over these games. The Packers 29, Lions 22. None of us won that one. The Packers pulled the upset. Will it be another upset this week? We're gonna talk about it. Commanders 10, Cowboys 45. Chief and Hawk Life took that one. 49ers 31, the Seahawks 13. Chief and Lyric took that one. Dolphins 34, Jets 13. We all won that one. Bucks 20, Colts 27. Hawk Life won that one alone. Patriots 7, Giants 10. We all won that one. Steelers 16, Bengals 10. We all won that one. Panthers 10, Titans 17. We all won that one. Jags 24, Texans 21. Chief won that one alone. Saints 15, Falcons 24. Chief won that one alone. Rams 37, Cardinals 14. We all won that one. The Browns 12, the Broncos 29. Chief won that one alone. Trying to tell y'all. Eagles 37, Bills 34. We all won that one. Chiefs 31, Raiders 17. Chief and Hawk won that one. Ravens 20, Chargers 10. We all won that one. Crazy fucking game. Almost pissed me off. Bears 12, Vikings 10. We all lost that one. I did not see the Packers. They kind of remind me of the Broncos a little bit. Yeah, in the comments, it's the Sports Lounge in this motherfucker. You in the comments today. Yeah, we're gonna get into
yeah, I'm
these
telling
games.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, we won by the last minute. That shit pissed me off. I was sitting there by the end of the game. I was like, "Yeah, fuck them, yeah, big now." So mad, like we almost gave that
I
game
was
up.
just,
Justin Tucker
I
missed the
was
field goal.
disgusted at
Mm.
these games. I was
I
disgusted at
watched. I watched
Michigan.
that one. Y'all damn near had it too. They slipped right in around the third quarter. It started slipping.
Terrible.
All right, this week the bye week, and I think don't hold it to me. I think this is the last bye week of the season, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's one more. I think this is the last one. Uh, Bills, Ravens, Vikings, Bears, Raiders, and Giants all with a bye week. They're not playing this week. I'll announce it again after we go through all the picks. But those teams, if you're waiting for them, they're not playing this week. The first game, and it's my first game of the week. The Seahawks are 6-5 versus the Cowboys 8-3. This one's gonna be crazy, but I went
Hmm.
with the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys got a better defense, and you could argue over who got a better offense. That's debatable, but defense wise, I think the Cowboys got a better defense. So I went with the Cowboys. I already know Lyric probably gonna go with the Seahawks if he was here right now. Uh, but this is gonna be a crazy game for Thursday. Uh, I can see either team winning. Like I always do my game of the weeks, I see either team winning. But that one's gonna be. I'm probably gonna watch that one. It's gonna be exciting. Hopefully it is, but
Yeah, it's gonna be
I gotta
exciting.
be
That's a
about
good game. That's a good game. Cowboys, Seattle. That's a good game. Um, I love I love this matchup. It's actually gonna be one of my games of the week. I'm looking forward to seeing Gino versus Prescott. That's gonna be dope. I want to see that go down. Uh, I think it's two good quarterbacks. It's gonna probably be a defensive game. But I'm gonna say the Cowboys because Gino didn't be let me down now. Gino, he been let me
yeah,
down,
here
man.
lately.
Reliever.
I'm about to pull a PSA because I forgot to tell y'all the wins. Chief YZ got 114, Hawk Life got 111, and Lyric got 100 even. So I'm up 3 games so far. That's not really a big lead. We see leads like that one week when I was saying fuck the AFC North. They fucked me over, but second game, the Colts 6-5 versus the Titans 4-7. And y'all know I hate the Colts. I hate them. I don't fuck with them. I don't like it. You know what I mean? But I actually went with them this week because the Titans let me down so many times this season. So I kind of had to get into the reality bag. Kind of had to sit back and be like, yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go for them this week just because the Titans have. I think the Titans have a chance. But I just I can't put my eggs in that basket with the mistakes they made this season and the letdowns they've had uh this season. So I went with the Colts on that game.
Yeah, the Colts and who? The
The
Colts and the
Colts and the
Titans.
Titans.
This
Yeah,
another
Titans are
good
at
one. This
home.
another good one. This another good one. I think I went Titans last week and they won. This is a good one though. No, and I know I picked the Colts in their game last week too, and I believe they won.
They won. Yeah.
Damn, it's a tough one. God damn. It's gonna be a good game. Six I won't make this one of my games of the week because I like when these two teams play each other. AFC two tough teams from the AFC that's really trying to go into their own shit. I'm gonna say the Titans at home just because they're at home, and y'all know how I feel about home teams and that advantage. So, but I think it's gonna be a good game, good
Hey,
shot.
I got the Colts, you got the Titans. Uh Next game, the Falcons are 5-6 versus the Jets at home, 4-7. I went with the Falcons. Um, I've been going for both of these teams. I like the Jets defense, and I've been liking the Falcons, and they both let me down. They both got me some dubs, but I don't know something. It just feel like the Falcons. It's a pretty even game because the Jets are at home. They only 5-6 Falcons, 4-7 Jets, so you really can't go wrong on either side. But I went with the Falcons because they gave me a couple wins the last couple weeks, so I was like, fuck it. Jets been letting me down too, so jump back
Shout
on the
out to
Falcons.
Steven. Shout out to Steven Tuesday Estates from No Love Lost Battle League. I saw you watching. Um, yeah. You said the Falcons and the who?
Jets, New York Jets. Jets are at home.
Eesh. We need them to lose, but we gotta still win to take first place back. Shit. Um, I'm gonna say the Jets. I don't fuck with the Falcons. You should already know my response. Fuck the Falcons. They can die. These dirty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Even when I knew we probably was gonna lose to them because they was at home, but them dirty motherfuckers, and I still feel like we died to the grave.
All right. My honorable mention is not my game in the week, but it's damn sure could have been. The Lions are 8-3 versus the Saints at home, 5-6.
Play,
I
play,
went with
play. This is my
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game.
because
It's gonna be fire. But I went with the Lions. I picked Detroit to be the underdog, but I will point out that the Lions just lost that game to the Packers. So maybe they might be on the bounce back, or it might be another upset. For the Lions, if the Packers can get you, maybe the Saints can get you too. But I went with the Lions, uh, just because I like Jared Goff. He doing his thing.
shout out Ken Robinson. I see you watching. Um, the Lions and the Saints. Y'all know the Saints my team, right? So if I want to be realistic, I'll talk about all the injuries that we had, which we'll get into probably later with some injury reports. Uh, but as far as the injuries, we had a few injuries. Michael Thomas was already out. Then we lost Jefferson. He went out, and then Olave went out with a concussion. So it's like they fucked up in that regards.
Yeah,
They still played a good game last week. Uh, it was tough going at it when you got a quarterback who just oh my god, he either gonna be on or he gonna be off. It's no in between. With him, it's like it's gonna be either one of the two. Like mother, what the fuck? And a
yeah,
lot of receivers got hurt because of the way he was throwing the ball. Like when Olave caught that concussion, dude had to literally do some aerobic shit to try to catch the ball because the pass was so bad. you know. But I'm gonna get this one to the Saints. I'm gonna ride and die on my team, but I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit win because we're
Yeah,
gonna.
that's why I went with the Lions. Is that your game of the week or
That's my game of the week. Yes.
your second game of the week? All right, yeah, I went with the Lions because of consistency. But I got a quick question to talk about this real quick. Like, is it Derek Carr fault or is it the offensive line letting them motherfuckers get to him so quick?
It's a little bit of both because it be at times he got time and he won't throw it. Like when he get, it's not even that he won't throw it at times. It's the point he get tunnel vision on one person and
Yeah, he gets stuck in his read.
it's a lot of mistakes. It's a lot of mental mistakes that he got to work on. Cause like he'll be tunnel vision on a person. He'll see that person covered. We still trying to force that ball, and I get it. Cause when I be playing, man, I be trying to force that bitch, but you can't. You gotta mentally, you gotta be better at not doing that. So
Conservative.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna tell him not to pass the ball. I need to pass the motherfucker. The more you pass, the better you gonna get. But you got to be smart with your passing. But when he on, he on. When he off, he off. I done lost my train of thought.
Whose fault is it, the O line or Derek Carr?
Yeah, now with the O line, it's also their fault as well because they're not blocking. They got some injuries on the O line as well. So it's like it's a double part because there be times he don't have enough coverage, but there be times that he do. So I think it's 50-50.
Okay, this next game is my second game of the week, and there's two games out of my 5 game of the weeks that I was stuck in between picking. This is one of those games. I'll talk about the next one. Not as close as the one later on, but the Broncos are 6-5 versus the Texans at home 6-5. The Broncos been trying to bring their whole season back. They on morale. Uh, I really want to go with Denver because I liked them at the beginning of the season, but they let me down more than the Texans let me down. So I was gonna go for the Broncos, and now I said, nah, I'm gonna go with the Texans because they at home. I think CJ Stroud is gonna be a dope game. Uh, I think the Texans got the better defense, and you could argue on who got the better offense. It's debatable, but I think the Texans do got the better defense. But Broncos have been playing really good defense these last 3-4 games. So I think this is gonna be a crazy game. Can't go wrong with either side. They're both 6-5, and they looking at the playoffs from the outside a little bit. They stand on the outside of being in the talks of the playoff team. So this game is definitely going to be a crazy one for both teams. It's going to be high intensity. There's going to be a lot of pressure on both teams to get this win. But CJ Stroud been showing more than what Russell Wilson has. So I think the Texans will take that one.
Texans versus the Broncos. This is another good AFC game. Um, Texans been looking pretty decent, and the Broncos starting to get it all together. Russell Wilson, I'm not surprised. He got a big weapon in Sutton, and he's starting to use them in the right manner. Um, the Texans at home,
Yep.
because I believe they won the last two at home.
Yeah, they've been doing, but they
One
both
of them,
both of these teams been showing off a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. I love what CJ Stroud been doing too, the rookie quarterback for Texas. Uh,
Yeah, he rookie of the year for me. I told you when we first started the show, I like C.J. Stroud more than any other rookie. He was gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he definitely a problem right now, and that's what's making it hard. Because bro can move with his feet, he can move with his hands, he can cause all kind of problems for Denver. Um,
He actually
uh,
reminds me of Russell Wilson when he was in Seattle.
right,
He like the younger version. He going like Russell Wilson's going back in time and versing himself in his prime. That's how it feels.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. I say it's gonna be a fun game to watch. You know what? This is my game of the week. It's gonna be my third game of the week because I'm really interested in watching this game and watching them two play against each other. But I do think Strauss is going. I was going to surprise Wilson tonight. I just think he a little bit better. Houston got a few more stronger weapons, so I'm gonna give it to Houston, and he been solid at home. It made me a believer.
All right, we both agree on Houston. All right, the Chargers, who are 4-7, versus the Patriots at home, 2-9. I went with the Chargers. This is gonna be a low scoring game. Was really close to being my sleeper game, my weakest game, or you know what I mean. But it
Mm.
wasn't. It's an honorable mention for a game that's gonna be a sleeper that no one's really gonna pay attention to. But I think this is still gonna be a good game for who's playing. I just feel like the Chargers know what they're doing at quarterback. That helps. Um, they didn't score a lot. Ravens game was both of us really didn't score a lot. If it wasn't for Zay Flowers to get in that last touchdown, it would have been 13-10. So I was like, I'm gonna go with the Chargers because I don't feel like the Patriots. There's two teams that there's three teams I'm not gonna go for here at the end of the season. It's pretty much the Patriots, the Panthers, and you know I mean who was I just thinking about? The Packers. Even though
Yeah.
I almost went with them this week, we'll get to that later because I was like, damn, they've been doing some things that kind of make me believe again. But yeah, I went with the Chargers over the Patriots, even though they're at home. Both teams are looking far out of the playoffs, so
Patriots Chargers. Another interesting game. Both of these teams are struggling bad. Mac Jones might be out at this year or third string or so. He just needs some more development and some more players around him. And I think he'll be a better quarterback when he get a few more weapons. You can't really blame him because he don't have a whole lot of weapons. But I'm gonna say the Chargers in this one. I don't think New England's gonna win this one. I think it's
both
gonna be a
agree.
good
I think a lot of teams are changing coordinators and coaches and head coaches, assistant coaches, offensive coordinator, defense, and then they blame it on the quarterback. I think that's the same with the Bears with Justin Fields. I think it's the same for the Patriots and Mac Jones. I did like Mac Jones coming into the draft, and then he went to the Patriots, but I still thought he was going to be the first year he was, but then they start switching things up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And sometimes you can't expect a quarterback to do good if you keep switching his offensive coordinator and he's learning different playbooks and trying to learn. You got to give that year of figuring it out. What's Russell Wilson had his
yeah.
year figuring out. Now you see how he doing this year, and you know what I mean. A lot of teams they do that, and then they try to blame the quarterback, but you don't switch everything around them, losing players, gaining players. They got to learn a new offense. You know what I mean? So yeah. Next game, Cardinals too. That's the team. It wasn't the Packers. It was the Cardinals, the Patriots and the Panthers. I'm not going for, but the Cardinals are 2-10, and the Steelers are 7-4 at home. I went with the Steelers, even though I hate to, but I'm not going with the. Even though Kyler Murray's back, he could pull a couple of upsets, get a couple more wins at the end of the season. But I went with the Steelers. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go. Hate to do it, but I'm gonna go with the Steelers on that one.
I can see the Steelers.
All right, so
Yeah, I see the
both
Steelers.
got the Steelers. Uh,
Yeah,
the
Cardinals.
Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Cardinals doing bad. They should have kept Josh Dobbs, in my opinion. But the Dolphins are 8-3, and the Commanders are at home 4-8. I went with the Dolphins. I like the Commanders' defense, even with Montez Sweat and you know what I mean. Uh, Chase Young both leaving. They still doing good defense, but I just think the 49. I'm not the 49ers, but the Dolphins got it going on. So this could be one of them games they take off offensively and give us another big number game. But if not, they still probably gonna win that game. So
Yeah. Uh, it's another one of them. Hold on. Who you said again? You
the
went to again.
Dolphins 8-3 versus the Commanders at home 4-8.
Yeah, this one of them that's pretty much easy. Um, but it's been some upsets this year, and it make you teeter on them upsets or what them upsets can be. Um, I feel like Miami got more weapons, but this probably could be one of them that if Miami don't come playing, barely slid by last week. And they don't buckle down. The Commanders can really, because they got a solid defense, they can really surprise them. But I'm gonna say Miami because I feel like Miami got more to lose than what, so they're gonna be playing for a different purpose.
Yeah. Even though Sam Howell's leading in passing yards, and so
Mhm.
I could see if some people did go for the Commanders in this upset. I wouldn't blame them, but we both go for the Dolphins. The Panthers are 1-10 versus the Bucks, who are 4-7. This is my sleeper game of the week. I went with the Bucks because like I've been saying all year long, one win ain't gonna convince me, especially when they didn't have none. It's hard to bet for the Panthers at this point. It would just be, even if they do beat the Bucks, you would still feel comfortable. Like, I didn't want to take that chance. Some people be willing to take that chance, but they haven't playing close games. They just end up losing. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I think they'll be able to pick one up. Would it help them for going after the Falcons and the Saints at the top? I don't think so. Even though I thought the Bucks was going to win the division, but yeah, I mean Atlanta. I told them that was going to be a surprise team, Atlanta and the Lions. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. They should. If they can't beat the Panthers, then they might as well just go for a high draft pick. They lose this game. You might as well just put the season where to get ready for next year.
Uh, this interesting take. I'm gonna say, let's see. Bucks lost last week, so even if they win, they ain't gonna do shit to the thing. Keep bye. You know what? I'm tempted to go for Carolina because I want the Bucks to lose. But even if we win, it's not gonna hurt us if we win. So I'm gonna say the Bucks. Well, sheesh, Carolina, you make it hard for motherfuckers, bro. And you long
All
time.
right, my third game of the week is the 49ers 8-3 versus the Eagles 10-1. Very rare that we've been going against the Eagles and not saying the Eagles gonna win. I'm going with the 49ers. There's only a couple teams I see: the Eagles, Ravens, and Cowboys. 40. There's not a lot of teams that can really. Chiefs had their chance, but I'm gonna go with the 49ers over the Eagles, even though they're at home. You can say it's a risky, but I like the 49ers defense, and they've been doing me all right this year. So I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
The 49ers versus the Eagles. That's our game of the week. It's another game of the week for me. I'm interested in this game. Like, I'm definitely gonna be watching. First of all, this put me in a tight position, sort of a hot seat, because 49ers, that's been that team. And the Philadelphia Eagles, that's one of my teams that I've been rooting for all season has been holding it down. So no, this is tough on the call. Philly at home, shit. Fuck it, we scrapping for Christmas. Philly.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. It's my game of the week. I can see the side. Um, I just feel like that's gonna be a hell of a game. All right, next game: the Browns 7-4 versus the Rams 5-6. I tried to tell y'all last week when I said the Broncos are gonna beat the Browns. I know I've watched this team a lot in my division, and I know when I'm telling y'all they falling out of the playoffs. I went with the Rams at home. I just can't trust the Browns defense is gonna be the Browns defense, but you don't got the quarterback. So for me, until he comes back, and even a game or two when he comes back, if he comes back this game or next game or however it plays, we haven't really heard a lot about his injury, or I haven't. So I went with the Rams. I think the Rams can beat the Browns, especially if Deshaun Watson's not playing. So I see them falling out the playoff grace.
I can see that. I can see that. We got the Browns versus the Rams. Rams at home. Shit. I'm gonna go Cleveland.
All right.
Um,
My
I might.
fourth game of the week. And this was the game where I was like, damn, this is the game I argue with myself more over. The Chiefs are 8-3 versus the Packers 5-6 at home. The Packers been doing upsets, and I was like, I might go for them. I might go for the Packers. Then I reminded myself,
I can see
ain't no
all that.
love for them motherfuckers. I'm sorry, they let me down earlier in the season, so I went with the Chiefs. I said, nah, let me humble myself. I do want the Chiefs to lose because we trying to get that number one seed, the Ravens. But I had to. I won't be mad at if anyone pick either team. I won't be mad if the Chiefs lose, but I just don't feel comfortable gambling against them, especially when the Packers is the other team, even though they at home. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Sorry, not
I just
sorry.
think that y'all need the Chiefs to lose so y'all get the number one spot. But this might not be. Then it might be the game. Never to know. Who's to know? You made a valid point about when you be putting the upsets and Mahomes gonna have some shaky games. So this one here, I'm gonna say Chicago, Kansas City, but I do feel because I'm a mom, I fuck with Mahomes, but Green Bay is one of my first ever team back when Favre was there before he was stealing people's social security checks. No, we not going to do it. So get it. And they
He's
got
still on Brett Favre's head.
gambled all that money we was stealing the fucking Medicaid checks. Yeah. But yeah, I
All right.
chose the Chiefs.
That was my fourth game of the week, and this last game on the schedule is my last game of the week, my fifth game of the week. The Bengals are 5-6, and the Jaguars are at home 8-3. I went with the Jaguars over the Bengals.
I like this one. This is my last game of the week. I like this one. Another good AFC game. Two teams that when they play each other is explosive. They both got solid teams. Jaguars got the better team out the two. Unfortunately, Burrow been throwing interceptions like losing the damn mind. I don't know if you heard right now what's going on, but
He hurt, so he been
yeah,
struggling all year long with injuries. So
and I believe the Jaguars quarterback is Trevor Lawrence. He been looking decent. He been having a struggle seeing that, but he been looking decent. This been one of them sleeper teams that surprised me this year. Jaguars might make it to the Super Bowl now. Put it on, don't. But I'm gonna say the Jaguars.
I like I said, the bye week
We
is
don't hear
for
that.
16. The Bills, the Ravens, the Vikings, the Bears, and the Raiders, and the Giants.
Okay.
So those are the
Okay.
6 teams that ain't playing this week. And this is the point in the show where we say, "Hey, it's time for some NBA." So,
Yeah, got to say it's time for some NBA. Hold on, let me get my
and
pick.
I think I did get a couple of good wins, even though it's a free week.
It's a
Um,
free week. Yes, it's a free week this week. So we started at 3 at 34, cheap at 34 at 33. And but let me see, it was 9, 9, and 4, 22. Okay. So we both got 22 points added. Okay. I got 55. Chief, I got 56. We're going to get into our predictions for this week. Give me a second to put up the games.
yeah, I think I won a little couple games last week though. I'll give you this free one. I might have edged you out a little bit last week too, by like 2 or 3. I think if I remember correctly, but I don't know. There's a lot of games to hold up on that end.
Oh, yeah. And I really don't. Shit, hold on. I had it at first, y'all. Hold on. Thank y'all for bearing with me, by the way, if you're bearing with me. So basically, we got. Damn, they don't got no games. They got games tomorrow. Okay, we doing Thursday and Friday. Most of the games come on Thursday. Thursday night, we just gonna do Thursday and Friday since they don't have any for the weekend. It looks like. Make sure. Go to another one. That might be the wrong thing. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, they just got Friday and Saturday. I mean, what tomorrow is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? So that's what we're gonna do.
I bet.
Okay. So Wednesday they got the Lakers versus the Pistons.
I like how scrappy Detroit is, but I'm gonna go with LA. I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
Okay. I'm writing them as I do it, so y'all bear with me. And I'm gonna circle the answer the person may pick. Okay. I also picked the Lakers in there one, even though I think the Pistons gonna give them a little bit of a fight. Next game is the Wizards versus the Magic.
Due to the Jordan Poole fiasco, I'm gonna go with the Magic with Pablo. I'll go with Orlando. That's a little tough game between them two teams, though, but I'm gonna go with Orlando on that one.
Okay. Just a good game. This is a hard one to call, man, because it could go either way. Um, I know they got the Jordan Poole incident over there, but I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. Man. It's in the rumors, but he been playing decent. He ain't been that terrible. But I'm gonna say the Magic too. I just don't see it for the Wizards right now. Suns and the Raptors.
I'm gonna go with Phoenix. Um, I like. I don't know. Toronto always is that team that people sleep on, especially since Kawhi left. I mean, they had that one championship with Kawhi and everybody that was on that team. Pascal Siakam, and I think DeMar DeRozan was still there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Suns. I don't think the Raptors been the same. I'm not saying they're middle of the pack team for me, and I just feel like the Suns is on that top tier and they mid tier, so I feel more comfortable going with the Suns for star power as well.
Okay. I went with the Suns as well. I feel like they got the better team. Toronto got a decent team, but KD by the shit all over them if he not hurt.
I feel like the making the move off of DeAndre Ayton helped them a lot as well.
So,
It
true.
like solidified their identity of what they want to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that too. This game is the 76ers versus the Pelicans.
76ers versus who? Pelicans?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, I'm gonna go with the 76ers. I like what they're doing. I think moving on. I don't know where I think Russ should get traded off of the Clippers. We'll talk about that. But moving James Harden to the Clippers, and I feel like there's less turmoil in that locker room for whatever reason. And they figured it out. They're letting the young stars do their thing. Patrick Beverly came in doing a lot of good defense over there. So I'm gonna go with them.
Well, I
76ers.
rock with the home team because we at home, Packers at home. They're dealing with some injuries, but and I know it's gonna be tough to hold Embiid, but I'm still holding out hope, I guess. Game Jazz and the Grizzlies.
Um, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go with the Grizzlies. I think if they could pick up another game, it would be this game. But I do see the Jazz having a good chance of beating them. I just feel like it's just one of those games that they could figure it out. They could probably pull this one out.
Yeah. So you said the Grizzlies?
Yeah, going out on a limb.
They probably can't figure it out. But the Jazz been playing good down at Donovan Mitchell been playing good. I'm gonna see.
I thought Donovan Mitchell was on the Cleveland.
Oh yeah, he is on Cleveland. I'm tripping. I'm gonna say Jazz, but I do like the Grizzlies, but they've been having one of the worst seasons, so they got to make me a believer. Hold on, pause one sec. Wait. Um, Pistons Knicks.
Wait, we on Friday now or Thursday?
Hold on. No, we're on the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Rockets Nuggets.
Oh, I'm going with Denver. I like the Rockets. Don't get me wrong; they got some young guys there that can do their thing, but Denver's been on a tear this season a little bit. They've been doing their thing, so I'm gonna go with Denver on that one.
Okay, I'm going with Denver too. Next game, Clippers and the Kings.
Mm. Ooh wee. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go with the Kings just because they're not gonna be able to get in the paint that much, and they have to rely on 3-point shooting,
Mm.
in my opinion. And I don't really trust the Clippers in their 3-point shooting.
I'm
They
gonna
can
go
get it done,
Clippers.
but they're not consistent. So
I can agree with that. I can agree with that, but I'm gonna pick the Clippers. I think they're gonna have they been that new setup they've been using been working pretty well from with Westbrook coming out the bench and stuff like that. So yeah. So now we going into Thursday. First game, Timberwolves versus the Cavs. Oh, first we got a game of the night for Wednesday.
well, the Pelicans and you said 76ers and the Pelicans. I think that would be a good game. My game of the night.
That's gonna be mine as well. You know that was gonna be mine. So now we into Thursday. We got Trailblazers and the Cavs.
I'm gonna go with Cavaliers. That's an interesting game though. I just like Cleveland a little more.
So you got the Cavs. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting little game. Two young squads. Um, I might have to say the Cavs as well, but they're at home and then they got a few more weapons. Like I said, Donovan Mitchell been averaging like 30 some points. So when he's on, so yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, well, quick little thing. I do think that Russell Westbrook got to lead the Clippers, man. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about as another topic. Jordan Poole has been in trade rumors, and they've been talking about him going to Charlotte, like I said last week. So maybe I was right on the Jordan Poole moving to Charlotte. Maybe we'll get into that later.
Yeah, the Charlotte trade. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
get to
they
that
in
later. But the
talks.
next game is Pistons Knicks.
I'm gonna go with Detroit. I kind of want to go with the Knicks, but I like how scrappy Detroit is, and the Knicks they got some people over there as well. But that's that's probably a good sleeper game. Could be game of the night right there. Detroit and New York, but I'm gonna go with Detroit on that one. But I wouldn't be mad if somebody went with the New York Knicks.
Pistons Knicks. It's a tough one to call. It might be a good game. Might be a game in the night this week. But I see some others on the list as well that's got great potential. But I like this matchup. I think the Pistons got the better team, so it'll be hard for me to go against the Pistons on this one. But the Knicks gonna do well at home. Next game, Pacers versus Heat.
I'm going with Miami. Like Miami. I like my. Don't get me wrong. The Pacers ain't no slouch. They got they got some players like Halliburton or whatever his name is. They got some players over there, but Miami. I mean, hard. It's
Yeah,
hard to bet against certain teams in the league. I think that's one of the teams that's hard to bet against.
yeah, I can see that. Uh, I also went Miami, but I do think the Pacers got a solid team or whatever. I just feel like Miami gonna be a little too much for them. Next game is Hornets versus the Nets.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte. I like the Nets. I like Ben Simmons. I trust me, I do. But at the same time, if you're gonna put if the game's gonna come down to LaMelo Ball and Ben Simmons, yeah, Ben Simmons got a defense, but he on the perimeter. If he don't go into the paint, then what you really gonna do with LaMelo?
Right,
He a shooter. You know what I mean? So I'll take threes over twos.
right. So you pick Lamelo, you pick the
Yeah,
Hornets.
I'm picking the Hornets.
Ben Simmons them been playing decent. Dinwiddie, uh, they got a solid little squad over there. They got rebuild type of squad. Dinwiddie wasn't that good when he was there the first time, but he decent now. Um, he getting his skills up. But I'm gonna have to say the Hornets. But I do like Brooklyn post KD and post Kyrie era. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna say the Hornets.
Yeah, Harden.
Yeah, Harden, yep. Jazz
They
versus
had
Timberwolves. No, yeah.
now. Now I'll go with the Jazz over the Timberwolves.
Uh,
I, I
yeah,
like I like the Timberwolves though. I do. If I'm not mistaken, Edwards is over there. But I'll take the Jazz in that one.
this is another good game. Tough to call, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and get a Tim's this week at home to pull that one out.
Oh, I can
Next one
see
is
him beating the Pacers. I mean, I can see him beating the Jazz, but you can't go wrong with either team on that one. They both got their ups and downs.
nah, you can't. Next one is the Lakers versus the
Lakers and who?
Thunder at home.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I do like the Thunder. I do like Chet Holmgren. Don't get me wrong, but Lakers my squad. I like the Lakers. I like Boston, even though it's kind of taboo to like both of them. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
Yeah, I like what the Lakers do. I think they're gonna put on the show, so I'm gonna put the Lakers as well. But I do like OKC. They do got a little squad. I played against them on the game a couple of times. Tough defense. Bucks versus Bulls.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks, but that's a hell of a game right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real good game. I went with the Bucks too because I felt like they ain't gonna be able to stop Giannis in their paint because they ain't got a lot of toe weapons to
I
stop
mean,
Giannis.
Dame time.
Game time if you do stop. Lights out. Um, Hawkeye versus the Spurs. And I got a question about Chicago later.
Who and
Hawks
who?
versus Chicago.
Hawks
Uh,
and the Spurs.
ball news first say, and get your thoughts. Hawks versus the
I'm gonna go with the
Spurs.
Spurs.
Hawks Spurs. I mean, yeah, it's another good game. You got Trey Young on one side, you got Victor Wembanyama on the other side. It's gonna be crazy. He gonna get his punch in the paint. I don't think there's nobody that can really stop him. They got some good centers in Atlanta, but not good enough to hold Wembanyama. Trey gonna get his. Uh, it's a tough call. This thing can go either way. I'm gonna give it to the Hawks. Might have a little fun with it. You know, Clippers versus Warriors. This is the last game of day Thursday.
um, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Warriors.
Hmm.
I think that's my game of the night too. I'm gonna say right there. I think Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, and you got it's just that's a good ass game.
Hmm. Star study. Star study. That
Yeah,
might be of the year. Western Conference potential. Playoff implications type shit. They might
but I'm gonna take
represent.
threes over twos. I think that's why I went with the Warriors. I think the Warriors, if they can get their 3 point going, yeah, Clippers ain't gonna be able to handle that. But they do got some of the best perimeter defense too. So
Yeah, I'm right with you. This is my game of the night. Um, as far as that concerned, it's tough on the call. You made some valid points. But Clippers also been starting to get in the groove. They've been still taking some losses here and there, but they've been able to get back in the groove of things. Warriors got a little bit more to lose. Warriors at home, they real dangerous at home. Real dangerous. Curry might come out that big and shoot 60. I don't know. Shit. Could be ripping. But they've been having some rough go at it too this year. You know what I mean? They ain't been dominant Golden State. Been bad at getting by. I don't know. It's a tough one to call. But I'm gonna say the Warriors. I just feel like they got a few more weapons. They can tap into Chris Paul a little bit more. They'll be good. He getting them assist numbers up. Okay. Friday. Thank God it's Friday. For my niggas that don't work every day. Thank God it's Friday. All right. We only got 3 games. We got Wizards versus the Magic.
I'm gonna go with Orlando.
Ride or die. Ride or die. Play each other twice. God damn, back to back. No, not back to back. They play
Yeah.
Wednesday. Come back and play again on Friday. Oh, he died hard with him, baby. Died hard with him. Bro, Tyler Magic was at home. Who made this schedule? Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a few times you'll play teams back to back.
Yeah, you at home twice. God damn. I'm gonna say the Magic too. I'm not too sure. Another one I think we seen before the Knicks and the Raptors. No, that's not on the
I'm
list.
I'm gonna go with New York.
New York. Okay, I'm gonna take New York as well. Raptors might win at home though.
They're scrappy like Detroit. They're a scrappy little team. Very defensive minded.
Mm,
Always kind of been that way. They'll have
mm.
one or two people that focus on offense, of course, throughout their seasons as a team. But yeah, I'm still gonna go with the Knicks on that one. I wouldn't be mad if somebody went with the Raptors though.
Man, how many games Ja Moran been out now? He should be back now.
I don't
God
know.
damn. But anyhow, it's been a lot of games. We went to 32. He only was supposed to be out 25. And then, so yeah, he should be back. So this Grizzlies versus Maverick game gonna be.
I'm going with Dallas.
Mm, I can feel that aspect of Dallas because Luka gonna do his thing. I think Maverick's gonna need to pick up a few more weapons. Go pick up Jordan Poole or something. I don't know how that's gonna work. They do got Derrick Rose, though. Derrick Rose. You got Ja. If you got a solid squad to go up against this Dallas squad, but it's tough to call. But this gonna be my game of the night though. Friday.
Yeah, I'll pick that as my game of the night too. Even if John Morant's not there,
Right.
probably it's still with it out of the three games that we have. I mean, even though
Yeah.
that Raptors and New York game could be a play. You know what I mean? A little bit of the night imp on that as well, but
Now my question with Charlotte was talking about the Triple B brand. I don't know if you heard they being sued by the guy that they found stealing money from them. What your thoughts is about that? Remember when the guy stole
he
it?
get more money. He trying to get more money.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sound like a playground fee.
I don't really know too much about the situation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of them people, but
Well, it
that's
was
fucked up, motherfucker.
he was over their finances, and they caught him. They found out he was stealing money, so they fired him. Now he's suing Lamelo, Triple B brand, and LeVar Ball because he said he was the creator of Lamelo first shoe that came out under the Triple B.
Huh? Get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You don't want to take it out. You still want to take the cookies you got caught with. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, I don't fuck with people like that, but you know what I mean, to each their own. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To each their own. Man. Just hey, it's a fucked up world out here.
Okay, another question in football. This could be a football and basketball question. Versus basketball, who you think gonna make it to the playoffs, and in football, who you got winning it all this far in the season?
I got the Ravens winning it all in football, baby. That's all I got to say. As far as some teams I see making it to the finals, um, I'm just gonna name off a few. Uh, I can see the Lakers getting there. I can see the Suns, the Bucks. I can see. Can never really sleep on the Warriors. Boston.
Season.
Yeah, but you know you can't really never count them out. If they can get into the playoffs, they gonna do their thing. Boston, Miami. That's my teams I think could make a run for it. 76ers, maybe the Clippers, just to name off a few. Yeah, I think those are the teams I'm looking at. Maybe Dallas.
I'm thinking
Try to pick
Denver.
a top 10.
I'm thinking Denver,
Oh yeah, and
Lakers.
Denver. That's my top 10.
Yeah, Denver, Lakers, Clippers, the Suns. Um, the Cavs. Because I ain't gonna lie, Donovan Mitchell been on the team.
Them Bucks
Um,
though. They gonna
and Milwaukee, definitely. Boston, Tatum and Brown, that collab over there. It's a couple good teams, man. But we ain't had no basketball news besides injuries here and there. But I wanted to talk about them Saints injuries. Um, like I said, Olave had a concussion.
Oh, he'll be back
I
this week.
believe. Yeah, I believe. Jaron Jefferson, I think he had had sprained or twisted his ankle, something like that. Something light. It wasn't nothing crazy. Um, we did lose somebody on a line. It was like people getting hurt everywhere, and that's one of those things I would like to point out when you come off a bye week. You got to make sure your players are healthy, stretched. You know, they got to stretch in and everything and loose, you know, ready to go. Because sometimes that shit happens. And them motherfuckers was flying back to back in that game. I was like, every fucking other play, it was like, boom, injury time. I was like, what the fuck? Boom, injury time out. God damn. We
We
lost
in the
like three receivers.
point in the NFL season where there is a difference being injured, being hurt, still do your thing. Being injured is a whole different story. You're not playing. At this point in the season, even with the teams that got the bye week this week, there's a lot of people playing hurt. When the season here and there, but still playing. And some people, you know what I mean, not to play. There's not really a lot of what we see in the NBA with people. We'll see that in the last two weeks, maybe the last week of the season. You'll see some people sit out if they are a little bit banged up just to get that extra rest. That's why a lot of teams did not like when the first and second team used to have a bye week. Now it's just the first and second used to have. A lot of people don't like that. It adds more for me. It adds more competition. Knowing that you're not going to get that bye week, but then again, it takes away competition because you're taking a whole nother game out because now the second seed don't get a bye week, so it's like games mean more, but you get to see less teams play. If that makes sense. But yeah, it's everyone's hurt. There's not one team that ain't dealing with somebody injured or someone being hurt. That's just the thing when you get later in the season. So it's just like the Ravens like to say, the next man up just gotta fill that spot. So I feel like with the Saints, if the next man up just gotta fill that spot. You got shoes to fill, and you also got, you know what I mean, expectations to do what you're supposed to do, especially when you got playoffs in the balance, like a motherfucking title belt in a ladder match. You know what I mean? Like, y'all both on the same ring of the ladder. Y'all both can reach the briefcase of the title right now. So, you know what I mean? As far as that, yeah, I definitely could see a lot of teams being cautious with some of their players towards the end of the season for NFL, and I can see a lot of teams giving up on their season, trying to get good draft picks. But I don't like that. I don't like tanking teams. So I just feel like I said, a lot of the losing teams are fighting to figure out what they can do next year, who they want to keep and who they want to get rid of, who they want to re-sign. Just like with Minnesota, Kirk Cousins and Joshua Dobbs, both free agents at the end of the year if they don't re-sign. So they're kind of in, do we want to keep Joshua Dobbs over Kirk Cousins? So even if they're not in the playoffs, which they are right now, I think they're in that picture. But if they fall out, it still means something for Joshua Dobbs he proven whether they're going to pick him over Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins probably be his last team that he goes to. So there's a lot of things. Like Kyler Murray, you might be just got 2 wins, but you need to figure out what you can do and what we need from you. Or also the Cardinals might be thinking about moving on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of things with football.
Yeah, it's a lot of things with it. It's gonna fix itself. It's gonna work itself out. But yeah, it's like with football. But yeah, man. Shout out to Miracle you in the building. Um, just Spotlight Sport and Bug Life. TBYZ, and this is Spotlight Sport.
Yeah.
The sports.
But we put sports in the spotlight. Yeah, hella good. I will say I'll be watching some games. My Ravens got a bye week, so I'll be tuning in on some of these games I want to see now. I ain't gonna lie. I think the 49ers and Eagles is my number one game I want to watch.
Man, the beer, the popcorn, the curry, that's the one. But few
Y'all
announcements.
better hope and pray you beat them Lions.
On Wax, Battle Rap Kingdom, on Wax division. We got some battles coming in that division. It's about to pop off. One I can announce if Lyric okay with it. I can be okay with it. He'll let me know later. It's Light versus Boom. That one gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, I got some shit in the works for the boy. 2 songs down, one to go. Hope he got his 3. Cause he ain't ready for what I'm about to bring.
Yeah,
He ain't ready for what I'm about to
it's gonna be different because every on wax battle is gonna be its own video. So there's not gonna be multiple battles in one video. So it's gonna be focused on the two artists going head to head. I like that. I like what Lyric's been working very hard on getting the setup the way it is. I do like, I mean, him choosing the beats and everyone getting the same 3 beats. Um, there's not a lot of rules to it. There is rules, don't get me wrong, but it's giving a lot of freedom to the artist whether to make a hot song or whether to make diss song, or so it's definitely going to be challenging for a lot of artists that feel like they don't have to diss to get that. But you know what I mean, if you don't diss somebody and they come on that track and they diss you and make it hard, you know what I mean, but if they don't come with a diss, so it's going to be a lot of things that I'm really going to be looking at a lot of the judges, because I think for me personally, judging a freestyle battle to judging on wax is going to be totally different. It's going to be way more harder to judge an on wax battle, even though it's the same 3 beats, you know what I mean? But I think it's going to be crazy. I really do see a lot of potential. I am the assistant general manager, you know what I mean? Just like as well as Lyric being assistant general manager of freestyle, you know, Hawk Life overlooks everything. But, you know what I mean? Me and him came up with a lot of ideas, including Hawk Life. But me and Lyric been in behind the scenes talking about this on wax for a while. So, yeah, once it kicks off, I feel like it's going to be one of them things that's going to pick up a lot of momentum, and it's going to snowball into the next big division for Battle Rap Kingdom. So a lot of people been wanting to step into that on wax realm. A lot of people have been talking about doing it. So I'm just waiting for the people that said they want to participate to lock in. You know what I mean? I think it's going to take that first on wax battle to really open it up for people to really jump in and do their thing. So once we get this first one out the way and we start piling up more and more battles, more and more people will want to come. So, you know what I mean? I'm very interested on wax cards.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that. Got some more interviews coming. The award show coming. We got one more category to drop. That category is Album of the Year. I will be dropping that tomorrow on your taps. And that'll end that off for all the categories. For the award show, get your votes in. Still got some categories that ain't maxed out. You can get your votes in. But for everybody that's been voting, that's been turning in votes, thank you very much. You made this year bigger than last year. I can't wait to announce the amount of votes this year. I promise you, we beat the record from last year. Oh
Hell yeah.
my fucking god! Now, if we can get it put together the way we need it put together, I got a fucking game. We gonna kill y'all with that one. I promise you. I promise you. Second name, we'll chop it up the podcast, Underground Music Awards. We coming. Coming. Yeah, see. Jeez. Thanksgiving over. I hope y'all enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Ate some good turkey. Ate something for me. Brought me a plate. You know what I mean? Sending FedEx. I'm gonna be looking in the mailbox. I know you send your orders. You sending the gun out. Send the mailbox. Yeah, but no, seriously. Yeah, we getting the seems a lot like Christmas. I wonder who playing this shit for Christmas.
You know it's Christmas time when that Mariah Carey shit start playing.
Yeah, you see her everywhere when Christmas comes. That's the only song she got that's popping right now. I ain't gonna act
I
like
never
she ain't.
really, I was never really big on Mariah Carey to begin with.
Me and Mariah go back like baby's best fire. Baby, come on, baby, come on.
Every time
Rescue
someone
us.
say Mariah Carey, I just think of the Eminem diss. So it's kind of yeah. I just can't. I can't. I can't even get away. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
She
Wee.
on that shit. But nah,
But
yeah.
yeah, another good show.
M good. Spaz, another good show, though. Another good show. Spotlight Sports. We'll get the sports in the spotlight. Spotlight. Wake up in the morning. Sports don't look right. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Don't
well,
make, don't make me remix that Childish Gambino and make that an intro. I'm
yeah, the
thinking
Red
on
Bone. I was listening to that before we got on here. To be honest,
that. See
that's
how
in my
you
playlist. It'll always be in my playlist. That peanut butter chocolate cake with Kool-Aid. That man killed that
yeah.
shit. Me and Lyric used to bump that shit all the time.
The refs be tweaking. The NFL will find you. Oh, one other thing before we leave out here. It's a lot been going on. OKC, I'm glad it came to my mind. What's that young fella name? Josh
Chet Holger.
Chet? No, the one who was messing with the 15-year-old girl.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna put that on Chet Holgram. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, we find that because everybody all upset and mad because they let him play and they didn't stop him from playing the other night. What they do? This young fella name.
Allegations is allegations, but that's not cool, bro. Leave them youngins alone, damn it. Leave them youngins alone. I ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, that on wax is gonna be hard. I'm looking forward to the
Giddey,
on wax.
Giddey, Oklahoma Thunder going forward. Josh Giddey has been the cause of much speculation after social media posts accused the 21-year-old of having an inappropriate romantic relationship with a teen girl. Now, the NBA is investigating, but they didn't make him stay out like they did. Shine, everybody's saying that's double standard.
I mean, my hot take on this is I just wish that they will hold other people to the same because everyone goes off when they hear, but nobody went off on Elvis. I'm just saying, I just want to point that out. Nobody say that shit about Elvis marrying that young girl back in the day. I mean, different times, but
And
like
you see what's
some
going on
shit
with all them motherfuckers.
they
Everybody
just
getting hit with this
like you
right
said
now.
earlier today. I'm not gonna bring up the conversation or the context around what you said, but people like to jump in on controversy. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's one of them moments. A lot of people they say this shit and they be the same motherfuckers that's doing it, or the same people that got peoples that do that shit. They don't like you'll argue over this man, but you got your homie doing the same shit he doing and you don't check him. You know what I mean? It's just everybody say they more this and that, and then they change their whole tune. Like, no, he a good person. And you know what I mean? That her parents know that they were doing. Nah, bro, that still show that shit still fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna stand on something, stand on it 24/7. Don't stand on it when it just seems right
Mm.
and you get to be in the spotlight and just be right and you get a couple brownie points from fans or people. Like, stand on that shit 24/7. Don't one week you on some I don't like drugs and the next week you doing perks and coke and smoking blunts. You know what I mean? Like, don't just stand on what you stand on. Don't
Future
switch it up.
Percocets. If they bumping Future Miles and Percocets. Color
Yeah,
chest.
you can't. That's how I feel about the industry too. Don't be rapping about like with a hot take on Kodak Black. I love Kodak Black. He dope, but I'm popping these fake Percocets. I'm a super gremlin. Then in the same concert, you're gonna say I don't even do that shit, man. Fuck doing that shit. Then why'd you put it out there?
And then you got Dirk Brother eating a fake Percocet and dying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't
Because
rap about it, don't stand on it. Like, I mean,
make,
you can't be
make
like my girl doing coke, and the next thing you know, you like crack is bad, coke is bad. Will you be rapping about that shit? That's like if Pusha T came out and said, "Yo, selling drugs and selling white is bad, bro." That's your whole career is talking about fucking snow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get. That's the one thing I don't get about certain shit. You know what I mean? Don't be
yeah,
rapping
we
about killing and then be mad when someone get murdered.
tap in one tickets coming back with a new episode 2 before the year out. We gonna talk about some stuff. I'm gonna tap out so we see our tune in for that. But Spotlight Sports, where we keep the sports in the spotlight. That
Yeah,
part.
tap in.
Niggas
We
just
we got a lot of